shit.
Man,
Well, I tell you, that real estate shit be good until you got to deal with this and deal with that, crazy ass renters and this and that. It's best to have them shits in the area you can get to. You get to having properties in 5 different states, boy. That shit gets stressful.
Yeah, I know that shit be a whole lot. Motherfuckers don't really be understanding that, bro. We make it look easy. Nigga don't stop working.
No, that's real, bro. You can't stop working. It ain't gonna stop. Every day is something. You lose something, you gain something. You're stagnated. You got to keep going with it.
Nigga ready for any type of slow day, rainy day, hot day, cold day.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Big Exotic, what's up? What's up, man? What's poppin'? Oh, we're gonna get some
Super
people in here
Big
today.
Exotic, is that who that is? I don't be knowing who none of these niggas is in the chat.
That's because you don't be talking to them.
I don't be knowing. You be answering their phone calls and shit.
Yeah. I told them. They got to be a special type person to talk to you. They're like, man, what's so whack? No,
King
nigga,
of
I'm not
Gunny,
calling
hey,
nobody.
600 is, I think a lot of these people, right, I don't think that they get the things they do really helps us. Like, this dude right here is saying 600 is the police. Listen, we came today to address 3 of the most commonly stupid, dumbest things said. That's what we came to address.
You know what's crazy?
One, Wack used 600 and loose cannon to take down Big U.
Oh,
right?
man.
That's the one. 2, 600 is the police. 2. 3,
You the look, you the
3,
police too.
3, oh, did we got Big U arrested for a murder.
Is that yours? That might be your Wi-Fi. It was oh, no, the other question was, does Wack favor the Crips? They say you favor all the Crips.
Yeah, he said I favor all the Crips. That's the one. So 1, did Wack use 600 and loose cannon to take Big U down? 2 is 600 the police. 3, Wack favors the Crips.
Hold on.
This is
you
what
said, did we know about the RICO?
Yeah, did we know about the RICO? So let's start. First, let's
And there
start
was
with
one more, Wack. Hold on. Was the Vegas murder our discovery?
Was it back? There it go. So here's the problem with most of our people. If you would read, just read, right? You hear something about something, don't let nobody tell you. Because if they telling you is paperwork and they read this, then you should go read the same. More than likely it's gonna be on the internet. They're gonna put it on the internet. It's gonna go up. So the Vegas murder. If you read the documents,
What Vegas murder? The Rayshawn Williams?
Rayshawn Williams. If you read the documents say, and I'm gonna tell you, because 600.
Hold on, Wack. Before you read the documents, tell them who Rayshawn Williams was.
Okay, so Rayshawn Williams was a youngster out of the Crenshaw district who played for the Crenshaw coach, who later went to play for Crenshaw High. When he was at the Crenshaw coach, he was coached by Big U and one of his people up under him. He stayed at Big U's house like many other the youngsters did. Him and Dayon, the one that plays for the LA Chargers, were best friends, and they played on Crenshaw High at Crenshaw High School together.
This is his son that's in the NFL. This is his high school teammate, his best friend.
This is high school teammate. Pop Warner football and high school teammate.
And lived with Big U.
He lived with Big U. He later on He later on went on to start rapping and to sign with Big U, Unique Music. All right, okay. So let's go back to the Las Vegas murder. What was unique about this shit, and we didn't know nothing about it. Um, People kept hinting it was a body. The first person that hinted about a murder in Vegas was Brick Baby.
Facts.
This was June of 2023. When Brick Baby went to jail, got picked up, he got out. He told 600, they ain't tripping the hood, but it's
Yep.
we never knew what it was. We listened to him. 2 months later, Big U got picked up. That's when our antennas went up. Hold on. How the fuck would Brick Baby know that the feds was finna get on Big U? Remember, my thing was for Brick Baby to know this shit, he got to be working with them. They not gonna voluntarily tell Brick Baby this and y'all from the same neighborhood and fear you going to tell him, right?
And mind you, hold on, Wack. Let them know we still didn't know nothing about the body or heard nothing else
No.
about the body.
At this point in time, we didn't know because when he got picked up, they held him for 2-3 days. They let him go. Ain't no murder there, ain't no nothing, right? So we ain't knowing. Now, when we get the paperwork, 2025 of March, we read that Big U himself got picked up June of 2023 under a warrant to give up DNA. Picked up and let go. Then he got picked up after Brick Baby told us what he told us in August of 2023.
Right.
We're still oblivious. We listening to the nigga, but we don't know if Brick capping. We don't know.
Right.
So we sitting back. Our whole campaign was what? Our whole campaign was the grid program.
Right. The whole time. We don't know nothing about everything else going on. We don't know why you got picked up. We like, nigga, how you go to the feds and get out, nigga, 2 days later? What they pick you up for? How'd you get out of jail? When you go back to court? Like, and he not telling nobody nothing. Don't nobody know. He think it's a secret, but he don't know. Everybody seen him get picked up on the block. But he don't want to admit to it. He going around the question the whole time. Like, nigga, this is his third time getting picked up by the feds. Nigga, how you keep getting out of jail? Mind you, we don't even know what's going on. He won't tell nobody.
This shit did this.
You talking about your picture?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just pulled it to the thing. That's probably what it is. So we're still oblivious to all this. Our whole campaign is the grid program.
Right.
At the time, all we was running was the grid. We didn't know nothing about nothing else. Right? We knew August because of other people talking that it was some paperwork shit going on. That was confirmed when we ran into Eddie Boy,
Right.
and Eddie Boy told us Big U told him he had some type of federal paperwork shit going on. And at that time, we still didn't know. He telling people he got to go do 4 years, 5 years.
Right.
And we thinking it's cat because we like, but nigga, how you got that going on, but you still got your contracts?
Right.
Right? Okay, so fast forward. Loose Cannon, Loose Cannon, we don't come into contact with him until January 2024. When
Right.
he come around, it's about his show. We don't really, you already skeptical because you online with his brother who's telling you the nigga's a liar already.
Because I already
I
met
don't
him.
know. Yeah, you had already met his twin brother.
Right.
I don't know his twin brother. I just met him last Thursday for the first time in my life. Right? So now when Loose comes to the show, we tripping because he show up His girl show up. We thought it was a little inappropriate,
Right. The way she was
right?
dressed.
And no jumper, but we like, all right, well, shit, okay, cool. We don't know what's happening, right?
Right.
So when Luce goes in there and sits down with us, I don't think these people realize that we had no idea. We hadn't seen the show. We didn't know what the show was about. We had no idea, right? Um,
We didn't
we
know
had
nothing about
yeah,
that show. We didn't even know we
we didn't
had
know
a
that.
show. That was our
Yeah,
first time
we
meeting
didn't
it.
yeah, we didn't have no idea really what the show was about.
Right.
Batty and the Beast, whatever. Okay, cool. So when we sit him down, we start hearing all kind of shit. You know, the girl talking about some zoo shit. He talking about Shawnee O'Neal. He talking
Right.
about all kind of shit. You know, we sitting there listening to him. All we can do.
Because we sitting there like, huh? You said what? He was talking about what's Tiger Baby Mama name? Y'all know Tiger Baby Mama. What's Tiger Baby Mama name? He was talking about her. Shawnee O'Neal. Then that's when he started talking about, hold on. Then that's when he started talking about the Nipsey shit. Y'all
Hold
remember?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, what you say? 600?
I was saying he talked about Shawnee O'Neal, talked
He was
about
talking about Shawnee
Tiger
O'Neal.
Baby Mama. What's her
Hold
name?
on, China, Black
China.
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 You know, he's telling us. So we listening to the nigga, right? You gotta understand. A lot of these people we sit down with, we don't be knowing nothing about them. We just can elaborate on the story. And I'm gonna be real. If a nigga comes sitting down, and we taking it off a loose right now. If a nigga comes sit down with us, right? And he starts to tell his story, we're going to elaborate on the facts of his story, and that's how we gonna commentate along with him. Motherfucker come in and say, yo, I did 30 years for 19 bank robberies. We robbed 6 banks in a row. We gonna say, well, how you do that? Well, we had it set up with boom, boom, boom. Well, did you or did you have 6 different teams? Well, we had 3 different teams, but they labeled me the mastermind. We just gonna follow the story.
Right.
This is what we do, right? So when Lou starts to say the things he's saying, right, we don't know if it's real or not. I ain't gonna tell a nigga he lying
Right.
because 6, you got things and I got things that people will swear to God we lying about, but we got them. So I don't underestimate. No man at all. Motherfuckers say he got something, right? Hey, I don't say he got it or not, right? If he got it, he got it. If
We're
he
gonna
don't, he
let him
don't.
tell his story.
Right? Yeah. So Clubhouse Shenanigans, I see you down there. You should be a moderator. So I just let him tell his story. So as he started telling his story, and I never forget because it was 2 weeks before Valentine's Day. Remember, you called me 600 and said, Wack, when is that episode coming out with the big you shit he talking about? I said it's supposed to be coming out the first segment.
Yeah. That was right
Got,
before Valentine's Day.
I called him, right? So we gonna wait to put it out. We gonna wait to subscribe. So we gonna wait to put it out on the second or third one. I said, okay, he using it as bait. Second week come around, which was Valentine's Day. Third week
Cap.
ain't there, right? That's when the cease and desist went to no jumper. But the cease and desist that went to no jumper was about the segment, him saying what he's saying.
Right.
Loose cannon cease and desist was something totally different. Come to find out, it had nothing to do with that. He just told us that, right? So then it went to the platform he was putting it out on. didn't want to risk a lawsuit, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then it went to, at the end of the 12 months, they're going to give me my drive back and I'm going to put it out, right?
Yep.
So that's not a Wack 100 play because I don't know about this shit for it to be a play. You get
Right.
what I'm saying?
They
And
trying
for
to
the
blame
record,
you like you got the tape, you did this, you brought him up there for the tape. We don't know what that nigga was gonna talk about, bro.
no, and for the record, he never said Big U sent the hit at Nipsey. His whole narrative was he didn't warn Nipsey. But guess
Right.
what? I asked him, I said, well, if you got a call and that from Big U, you called Nipsey, right? You can go look at the episode.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
They never answer the question.
Yeah, I said, why didn't you say, hey, homie, I just got this call. They claiming this, that, and other. He said he never told anybody, right? So we asked him the same shit he couldn't answer. So what Luce did, that's on Luce. He ran his play. And he was running his play, I guess, to maybe keep the attention on his show. I don't know why, but I ain't got time to be figuring out what it. And at the time, I'm going to be real. I didn't give a fuck about a Big U anyway. So,
Right.
I wasn't finna beat motherfucking the defender, personally, at that time.
See
You know?
what he didn't realize that even though he didn't say, he never said Big U sent the hit. What he did was implicate Big U in a conspiracy investigation. That was proven when the feds came and seized them tapes. So
What
by him
tapes?
up there saying all that dryness and lies and whatever the fuck he was doing,
What tapes did they come seize?
nigga, the feds came and seized that footage from the show. Adam didn't tell you that?
Oh yeah, but they had it anyway. They ain't have to seize it. The shit was on the internet because Adam had took the segment off due to the cease and desist.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
they came just to make sure wasn't nothing that was edited and
but
just got
yeah,
it anyway.
they wanted to yeah, and also that's the same one where Luce implemented itself in the robbery.
Yep.
Now at
Yep.
this point in time, I'm thinking because me and you already knew the Meek Mill shit was cap. We knew that, right?
Right. Right.
So when he running this play, The robbery, I'm listening to him. Again, we gonna follow the storyline, nigga. We don't know. A nigga robbed a nigga and give a nigga his shit back. I said either the nigga had a business partner. That only makes sense. 600. If my spot, me having you rob my spot, a weed spot that ain't insured, don't make sense, right?
Right.
But if it's me and your spot, and you the finance, the bag man, and I'm the nigga overseeing something, then it makes sense because if they got 200, y'all break me off 80,000, you still got to go restock the shop, the spot, right? That makes sense. It didn't make sense, but we didn't realize what that was until October. And I'm going to remind you what happened in October because I called you. You wasn't on the phone for this. October rolls around. That's when I get the call from Loose Cannon and Monster, right? I say, what Monster is this? This, the party promoter Monster? Yeah, Wack, this me. I know Monster from party promoter. Loose Cannon and Monster then start talking about the robbery, right? Remember I called you, I said, bro,
Yep.
you'll never believe this. The nigga wasn't lying about the robbery. What you
Right.
mean? How you know? He called me with the dude on the phone who he said double back to the house. So for the first time, it was like he was telling the truth. We ain't thinking nothing about it. We don't nobody know nothing about a motherfucking Rico,
Right.
right?
Still don't know nothing about
Nobody been arrested. Well, at this time, we had no idea a few people had been arrested. We didn't know Luce had been arrested.
it. Right.
And we didn't know Monster was who he was. We didn't know, right? So now this is October 2024,
Mm-hmm.
9 months after we first met Luce. So in that same month, I started negotiating with Dosh. I think I closed the deal out with Dosh top of November.
I remember.
Top of November, I closed the deal out with Dosh. December, Christmas comes. I got no jumper day after Christmas.
That's fight.
Yeah, Luce tell me, yeah, I got a gift for Adam. I'm going to take it to him. I said, shit, you better call him. So I guess him and Adam did their thing and had their arrangements for him to bring him the gift, whatever he brought him. I go up there and do my shit. When I come out at like 7 or whatever, Loosen them there. Adam, like, I got to run home to put my kid to sleep like he always does.
Yeah.
Cool, no problem. I'm sitting inside on the pool table, chit-chatting with the homies. It's like 15. Really, I'm trying to get a handle on all these people, right? Because I only know like 4, 5 of them. Well, not know like niggas I done seen him with.
You talking about the people he was with?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
15. It was like 10, 11 motherfuckers I had never seen. So I'm really trying to get a handle on me and my team. Like, all right, well, shit, how we gonna deal with this? Because at this point in time, it's a bunch of miscellaneous cats. Okay, we're gonna walk out. We're gonna wait till they leave. How we gonna deal with it? Adam called me. Wack, what up? 2 people in the parking lot lurking around. Oh, okay. Hey, Luce, you got some people out there? Because all my people right here. My same people with me is with me.
Right.
Like, whoever out there ain't with me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You may want to go see who it is. That's when they go out. When I come out, that's when all that BS happens. Right? Out there, right? People say, Wack, why you didn't stop it? Hey, listen, bro. I don't get in the middle of 2 men when they having certain conversations unless they both my people.
Nigga don't even know the other dude. I meant to ask this, right? Who is Jay Reed anyway? Is he a rapper or something?
I don't know. Listen, when Mozzie got on my phone from Dosh,
right,
and he said, Wack, let's sit down and have a dinner meeting, right? Me and my wife business partners. I said, that's great. Me and mine is too. I said, you want to do it tomorrow? He's like, yeah, we do it tomorrow. I picked the spot, right? 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever it was. Travis Ford, I guess, at the time, I didn't even know who Travis Ford was.
right.
Right? Travis Ford, I guess, was in LA, right? So when they heard that we had the dinner meeting coming, I guess they like, we gonna be there too. Travis Ford and Jay Reed have the relationship. I guess Jay Reed used to manage Travis Ford at one, I don't know, right? I seen them in a video together, somebody sent it to me, whatever. Nevertheless, I don't know neither one of these niggas. I tell Mozzie, hey, I'm dealing with you. I don't know Travis. He said, great, Wack. I don't know Loose Cannon. I want to deal with you. I don't want to talk to Loose Cannon. I said, cool, but he'll be at the dinner meeting. He said, Travis will be there too. Me and R&B get there. I just tell R&B we have a meeting. When we pull up, they start hugging on each other. R&B and Mozzie Mama is best friends from the church. R&B know Mozzie Mama, Mozzie Daddy, Mozzie wife, been knowing them since they been teenagers. Right? So I'm saying, oh shit, this is great. Right? I think now I got a safety net in between the business. They know each other. R&B know the mama. Right now today, we talk to the mama. We about to do some business with the mama. Right? They know it. Great. Loose Cannon and Cherie show about 15 minutes later, we go get seated. We didn't order our appetizers, our drinks, our food, ate our food, talking about the business. Me and Mozzie sitting on the side of each other. My wife and his wife is across the table. Luce is like diagonal from me on the other side, sitting on the side of Sharice. Me and Mozzie over here discussing business. I'm texting Loose Cannon the terms I'm discussing because he can't hear it. About an hour and 20 minutes after we there, Travis Ford walks in. We had already ate. We didn't do what we did. We waited on our bill. We in a private room. We not in the open shit in the back. And Travis walk in. What's up, Wack, man? I'm a big fan of yours. Woo to woo, Travis Main Street. Okay, what's up? So Travis turns to the Jay Reed dude. He said, you know Jay Reed? I said, nah, I don't know him. Only Jay Reed I know from Inglewood, which is Ice Burgundy's. Not Ice Burgundy. Iceberg, whatever the rapper dude. Ice something. His brother. I think he from NHP. I said, only Jay Reed. I know NHP, you ain't him. So I guess the whole time, Jay Reed telling Travis Ford, he know me, he know me, he know me. Now, 600, you know, we can walk in the store, walk in the club. Hey, what up, 600? What up, homie? They know you.
Right.
Right then and there, they claim they know you. Nigga, nigga, we don't remember these niggas. You know how much we go through that shit every motherfucking day?
Every day, bro.
Yeah, we don't remember these niggas, right? So I make it clear that I don't know dude. Mozzie's woman don't be playing. She told them niggas sit at the end of the table. Them niggas is 7 seats away from us at the end of the table, right? We finished discussing. I said, shit, I'm ready to roll. And Travis like, Wack, let's get a picture. You know, understanding Travis's character now, that's him.
Right.
Travis be trying to get his content, nigga. That's just what he hustling. I don't knock him for that. So that's when we take the picture. So probably about second week of November, we signed the contracts. Me and Mozzie. Ain't nobody on there but me, Mozzie, and Travis. That's it.
That's when y'all took the picture at the house, right?
Yeah, Loose Cannon. Yeah, Loose Cannon ain't on there. None of that. I gotta give Loose Cannon. I gotta draw up another contract between me and Loose because Mozzie didn't want to have nothing to do with Loose Cannon. And actually, it's only me and Mozzie on there. Mozzie had to draw up another contract between him and Travis. So it's me and Mozzie on there, and I think I was at 48% or 49%. And then they was at Travis at Mozzie at 51. So I was giving Loose 24%. Total different contract, right? That had nothing to do with the primary because Mozzie didn't want to fuck with him.
Right.
So let's fast forward to No Jumper. Whatever that nigga name is, the one, what's the nigga name? Not
Jay
Travis.
Reed?
Jay Reed.
Yeah.
Jay Reed knows he ain't talked to Wack to come up there because that day, Mozzie was supposed to come up there to meet with Adam to show Adam the back end.
Right.
Because I was trying to work Adam into the deal and give him 5% so we can cross promote on No Jumper all the content. That was the play. Mozzie hits me about 2 o'clock, 2 something, tells me he can't make it. We got to reschedule. He got to come from Vegas.
Right.
I hit Travis, say, Travis, Mozzie rescheduled. Ain't no sense in you coming up there because I know Travis would have tried to come up there anyway. No, you coming up there with Mozzie about business. I don't need you coming up there on no miscellaneous shit because it changes everything. He said, Wack, you said you don't need to come up there because you don't got the computer. Cool. We done with that about 3:30. I know that because I'm coming across the 58, connecting to the 14, coming into No Jumper from Vegas. Right? So I get to No Jumper again. Loose Cannon ain't even there when I get there.
So what's the timeline on that? About what time you got there?
I get to No Jumper about 4:55, 5 o'clock on the dot.
Because
You know, you gotta remember.
At the beach. He was telling me to come up there. I'm not gonna be no.
Wait, hold on, stop. Say what?
Luce was telling me to come up there around 4 o'clock. I said, bro, ain't no way I'm gonna make it, my nigga. I gotta go home and shower and get dressed. I'm at the beach working out.
Why was he telling you to come up there?
I don't know, but I wanted to go. And I was like, bro, why wouldn't you tell me earlier? Well, we are on our way. I'm like, bro, like.
But see, this the thing. He wasn't even supposed to be up there. His whole thing was he taking Adam some Christmas gifts. That's why you heard me tell Adam on the show. Luce was up here because you had him up here, nigga, not because I had him up here.
Right.
Right? I said, once he told me he was coming, I said, cool, because I'm doing a turnaround. I'm going to go back to Vegas because I had some business the next day. So cool, shit, y'all can help get me in, no problem. So when I got there, Luce and them wasn't there. Wasn't nobody there but my team, the regular people. That's it. Ain't no Travis, ain't no Mozzie. They canceled. There's no Jay Reed, nothing. None of that's there. When I come out at 7 o'clock, Adam, like, I gotta get home to my son, to my daughter, put her to sleep. Cool. That's when he gives me the phone call. That's when Luce them showed up about 7:05.
Oh, so you was already done with your show when they pulled up.
was already done.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Luce wasn't there when we did the show.
oh,
Luce
I
got
know
there
that.
about 7:05.
Oh.
When Adam, I don't even think when Adam left, about a couple minutes after Adam left, Luce Nemec got there. And
I'm thinking that he there the whole time. They called me about 4 o'clock, said be there at 5. I'm like,
no,
I
he
didn't
wasn't
go.
there.
If I knew
He
they wasn't going to 7, I could have made it. That's why I didn't go.
Yeah, he wasn't there. He wasn't there at all.
Right.
We ain't had no guests or none of that day. We ain't had no guests, none of that day.
Okay.
So when Jay Reed, that's his name, started saying after that shit happened, he came up there for a contract. Nigga, the contract's already been done for a month.
Right.
So only person on my side of the deal is Loose Cannon. Right? The only person I know to be on Mozzie's side of the deal is Travis. That's why Travis cleared it up like, nigga, you ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Now, I don't know what they had going on. If Travis might have said he gonna get, I don't know. That's their motherfucking business. I don't know, right?
Right.
But what I do know is it had nothing to do with me.
Right.
So that's when all that happened. But come to find out, dude phone records is showing something different. Because remember, I asked Luce, how does this nigga get up here? He said, I don't know. So you didn't know nothing about him coming up there? Nah, I don't know. He might have said that on one of our exposure shows. But come to find out, dude is claiming he got text messages and shit and phone logs.
A bunch of calls from Lewis telling him to come up there.
That's what he's saying. We'll see. I don't think he got text messages from Luce saying come up there because he would expose that.
Right.
Now, what was said on the phone, I don't know.
Right.
I do know Travis said Jay Reed hit him about 5:30 saying he was going up there and Travis was telling him for what? Wack canceled because Mozzie canceled.
Right.
What you going up there? But I ain't gonna lie. Man, a lot of niggas just we wanting to go to no jumper, homie.
Right.
I ain't gonna front, bro. If you in the industry, you trying to figure some shit out, niggas be wanting to go up to no jumper. This is a fact, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's that situation. The Big U situation, if you read the paperwork, it says he's been under investigation since 2021 for the murder of Rayshawn Williams.
Right.
Also, it's two investigations. It's the Rolling 60 investigation, which somebody on that side of it, that nigga 600, he hot. Whoever dude is, I keep forgetting his name. One of them that like he might have took a deal or something already. The wiretap started with him and Brick.
Oh yeah. His name was like Blue or Two or
Some shit. The
Ghost.
wiretap started with him because you had the Big U shit and then you had the Rolling 60 shit. Right? The Big U shit was triggered by the murder. Right? That was triggered by the murder. And I guess they did their research and Monster started working with them on extortion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what a lot of people don't know is when they started investigating the murder of Rayshawn Williams, Big U wasn't a suspect.
Nope.
They didn't know nothing about Marley Maul house. They didn't know nothing about none of that stuff in the paperwork. When they went by Big U's house, they went by there because they were checking in with all the close to kin. And I believe Rayshawn's family members had told him that yes, he played football and yes, he did stay over there with him and he was signed to Big U.
Right.
Okay, what's the significance of this? He was in Las Vegas allegedly to be doing what? Recording. He was in there, he was there to record for Unique Music. So when they went to talk to Big U, he wasn't there. His wife was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big U's phone is not wiretapped yet for Rayshawn Williams. His phone is wiretapped for the Rolling 60 indictment from whoever that dude was, Brick Baby was dealing with the firearms.
Right.
So when the wife went and got Big U's father's phone, which they didn't know at the time, called and said the people just left asking questions about Rayshawn murder. In a panic, that's what put them on investigating Big U. It's all in the paperwork. It's in
And
the
they brought that up in court. They said that since they had the phones already tapped, that was a red flag. Why would you call from another phone when you've been calling your husband from your phone? And that made him a
Yo,
target.
CJ, Monster working had nothing to do with this, homie. Right? Monster had nothing to do with the original shit because Monster was working because he got caught back in 2020 shipping a gang of work out of town, right? Monster, we don't know still what time frame. I want to say 2022 is when they jumped on the Monster extortion thing, right? 2022, I believe, when they jumped on that. Monster was already working. Ain't no telling who Monster didn't help take down, right? Because he running around. I did business with Monster booking artists for his little clubs. I believe I booked Sada Baby or some shit, right? But I didn't know Monster from weed or nothing. I just thought Monster was a party promoter. So Monster working originally had zero to do with Big U had nothing to do with that. All that work he got caught with sending out of town in 2020. We got all that paperwork. We see all the names on that,
Yep.
right? So once the wife calls from the daddy's phone in a panic, that's when they initiated the investigation to target Big U and see what he had to do with it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now you got two agencies working together, two different squads. You got the squad that's on the 6-0 thing. Hey, they calling about a murder of Ray Sean. Yeah, that's our thing. When we went, now they didn't put it together. They already got Monster, then gave up Vay, right? Vay shit tap, go back to Big U, because he taking orders from Big U, send the
Mm-hmm.
work, right? At this
Mm-hmm.
time, that's when they put together Big U's immediate circle. That's what pulls in Hop, Claw, and I don't know when Loose got pulled in because I came front.
Well,
We ain't
well,
seen.
what brought Loose in was that no jumper. See, they
I
already
think that's
was
what
telling
happened.
about that robbery and that extortion, but it was just hearsay. Once he corroborated the story, that brought him in. Which I
You're
think,
right.
I think
You're
that
right.
brought him in. He
Yeah, you're
corroborated the
right
story, and
because
it said in the paperwork.
see, Loose ain't on none of the wiretaps, not the
Right,
ones we seen.
right.
He not Big U don't even bring his name up on the ones we see now. I know they got 26,000 wiretaps. We ain't seen all them. So I'm thinking, well, I know Monster's cooperating because he felt like he don't want to pay Big U no more. So what did he do? He went to Big Brother, the niggas he already been working with since 2020, and let them know I got this situation over here. Oh yeah, we already looking at him on this, right?
Mhm.
So you right. When Loose Cannon came with no jumper and said what he said about the robbery, that's when I think they doubled back to Monster and said, "Do you know this dude?" And I think that's when Monster gave him the story on him
He talked his way into the indictment.
because it said that it was Loose Cannon and Vay. Now,
Mhm.
was no doubt they have asked Vay, "Hey, um, was Loose Cannon with you on this?" Vay ain't never been to jail. Vay 59 years old, be 60 or some shit this year.
Yeah,
He ain't never been to jail, bro. Like, I don't see him biting his tongue when it comes to information about Loose Cannon. He
right.
may be a little leery about Big U, but
I mean, it's
we
in the
both,
paperwork. He told on the whole murder anyway. It's in the paperwork.
yeah, he definitely told on the murder. So now the investigation goes on, right? They get Vay. Vay tells them that they drove to Vegas and they went to Marley Maul house. Vay gives them this. At the time, Marley Maul and Big U ain't cool. They ain't talking. They ain't doing no business. They ain't nothing, right? Marley Maul got to go turn himself in at this time. He got to
Mhm.
go do his 33 months in the feds. I took the nigga to the airport that morning when he flew up to Oregon. He had to go do it in Sheridan. So at the time, when Big U showed up to Marley Maul house, right? Marley Maul not there. He don't know Big U coming. The security guard in the paperwork said he drew down on Big U and Bay at the gate, right? Now, this same security guard on the record, we got the paperwork already and took the stand on lining somebody up in a murder for hire. We got all that work. So this same security guard is already, he's security, nigga. He's shit. He giving it up. Marley Maul's oblivious to them coming, them going, whatever happened at the studio. The little dude, Marley Maul has never seen Rayshawn Williams in his life. He didn't even know he was at his studio at his crib. Big U must have got a hold of the engineer and pressed that line. Marley Maul's oblivious to this. He's with a broad at the Oreo Hotel on the Strip. Next day, when Marley Maul come home, the security guard telling him, hey, we just got a call that they want us to leave. Who? Big U wants you to meet him over here. He like, I ain't need to meet that nigga, meet him over here. Well, they want us to leave. This what went on. Now, I still don't know what went on at the studio. I don't know. It was an argument. It was a squab. I don't know, right? Marley Maul left. That's when in the paperwork it says they went over there trying to switch out the DVR box.
Right.
Now, here's the funny part about that. Marley Maul's cameras at the time was for visual, but the record wasn't working.
The audio, no audio.
No audio, no, it was no record. All you can do is see what's going on the monitor.
Oh, you can just see it, but it ain't recording. I got you.
It ain't recording. No, they didn't know that. So now they got the fucking security guard where they're telling him, we're going to cash app you the money, go get another DVR. Security guard and gave all this to the feds. All this shit to the feds. And he told them, whoever it was, the technician that came by there to change everything out, right? He told them all this shit, right? So Marley Maul says the first time the feds tried to come see him, he was in jail. They said, it's feds here that want to do a visit with you. He's like, if it ain't got nothing to do with I'm in here right now, I'm refusing to talk to anybody. He refused to talk to him. Right? When he get out, he said he go do a piss test, cool. 2 days later, he get a call, come back down to the federal parole office. He calling his attorney, calling everybody, thinking they finna book him. He like, damn, is my piss dirty? I ain't did nothing.
So Maul don't know what's going on.
He don't know what's going on. He said, because they don't never call him back no 2 days later.
Right.
He gets down to the motherfucking parole office. They take him in the back. He said, it's 5 or 6 federal agents. They sit him down. They said, listen, we about to ask you a stream of questions that we already know the answers to. We just want to see if you're going to lie to us. Right? They asked him, did Big U come to your house that evening? He said, yeah. How do you know? My security told me. Did you know he was coming? No. When the last time you had talked to him? He said it'd been like 9 months. Do you know Rayshawn Williams? No, I don't. Showed him a picture. He'd never seen the dude in his life. Never seen him. Did you know he was recording in your studio? No, I don't. Did they give the security guard money to switch DVRs? Marley Maul kept it real, because in his head, I'm out on parole. You done brought some shit to my house, nigga. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Right. He know the security guard that already gave him the details. In his head, if I lied to him, they finna book me, violate me, send me back to the pen. He said, nigga, I'm not going back to the pen for no Big U. I don't even fuck with Big U. Why'd you even bring it to my house?
Period.
Right? He said, yes, my security guard told me that they gave him some money. Do you have any footage? No, my system didn't. You can visual, but it didn't record. Right? They're like, all right, well, you didn't lie to us, you can go. Right? That's why I know who witness 2 is. Right? I called Marley Maul when the paperwork hit. Right? Read it. Marley Maul kept it real and told me what it was. He said, Wack, did I do something wrong? I said, Marley Maul, you ain't no street nigga. You ain't no blood. You ain't no crip. Hell nah, you didn't do nothing wrong, nigga. Like, nigga, you a regular civilian, nigga. Like,
even if he was the Wack, and I gotta say this, right? you're not obligated to be in somebody's shit that you ain't got nothing to do with. Now, if there was a
Right.
plan and he was in it, then yeah, even if he was a Crip or a Blood, you ain't supposed to send it. But nigga, I don't have none, no knowledge. You come to my house, I ain't okay this, nigga. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't tie me up in none of your shit. So even if he was, bro, he's not obligated to keep the code of silence and say he don't know nothing, bro. He ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's real. He had nothing to do with it, so he told him. So indictment hits. No, we get a call. 20. What's that about? September, October 2023 from the family. I think you had already heard from him and I didn't know it. I called you. I said, yo, some lady just called. Whoopty whoopty whoop. I'm like, you think they troll? You like, it could be. But at this time, we
Right,
ain't giving a fuck. We trying to antagonize this nigga by any means. We don't give a fuck if it's real or not.
right. We're gonna stress him out. I already had
Straight
her
up.
number. I already talked to her.
Yeah, so when they called me the first time, I'm listening. Loose Cannon told me they had DM him. So I guess anybody that they seen that was going at him, they was trying to make contact with. But this
Right,
time, we ain't knowing what the fuck. I'm like, who the fuck is a Rayshawn Williams? We don't know about none of this shit.
right.
We
I
really
didn't even know
wasn't.
the nigga was dead till they told her who. I said, "Oh, that was him. I remember him. I remember his mama. He lived with Big U. He had like eczema or something. I remember. He was tall. He played wide receiver. I was like, oh, that's him. He died. Damn.
Yeah.
When was
So
it?
so when they called us with the bozo shit in late February, telling us, yeah, this going on, this going on. I said, yo, remember I asked, I said, yo, so when did he get killed? She said 2022. Red flag. The newspaper said 2021.
That's
She
when we
get the
thought she
mom,
was. That's when we thought she was capping.
she get the mama on the phone, and the mama's telling us what they telling us, and then she says, and between us, they gonna pick him up this morning, either late March or top of April.
Right,
We like, bro, they not been to tell this fucking lady when they gonna go pick somebody. When they get picked up, they'll tell them, right? So we sitting back, and it ain't 7 minutes after we got off the phone, she sends the text trying to get us for some money.
mm-hmm.
I'm homeless. Could you help us with some money? So
That's
I'm
when
like,
we thought it was all cap.
yeah. I'm like, what you think, Six? You like, I think it's Cap. Me too. I said, but fuck it. It sound good. Let's
Right.
stress him out, right?
Then she called with the DNA.
Yeah, she called with the DNA, which was Cap. See, that shit was Cap, right? So the video get let go. It hit No, I seen it on TikTok. It hit TikTok. So we ran it on the Hunter side. When we ran on the Hunter side, you said, Wack, the video out. I said, we ran the shit. Let's see where it go. I said, shit, let's see if the dumbass nigga respond. Any minute he gonna be saying like he's saying, these dudes be lying. We thinking this with his next video. Like he did with motherfucking dude in Miami when he was saying these niggas be making up shit, this, that, this. I'm thinking that's what's coming. I don't give a fuck. Long as you respond, we won.
Right.
That's the way we see it. We ain't tripping because we don't think you telling the truth. For one, you just told me your brother got killed in 2022. The paperwork said 2021. The newspaper rather. If y'all go Google Rayshawn Williams or Las Vegas Marley body found in field, it'll give you the information on it.
Mm-hmm.
You telling us about some DNA and the police that gave you the time when they gonna pick a nigga up, and then turns around and asks us for some money. So we think you capping. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting. I'm like 600. This nigga finna have a field day, right? Cool. Boom. Time go by, we really ain't seeing nothing, right? All right. You call me 6:45 in the morning. Wack. They saying they raided Big U house. Who raided Big U house? The feds. I said 600. Don't go on the internet with that shit, nigga. You better go see, cause you're gonna be looking crazy. I
Right.
said we already got this bullshit these ladies talking about. We gonna take a hit on. We was already preparing for the hit,
Right.
but we didn't give a fuck. You go over there, drive by, send me the video. You said, nigga, it's federal tape around this motherfucker. Look like they all gone, but his car's wide open, the window broke. It's an agent in front. I said, shit, let's see if we can pull it up. right? At that time, now it's on the internet.
Right.
Our next call is, nigga, remember, we seen it, but we didn't realize loose cannon on the motherfucker. Nigga, I called you back. I said, 6. Is that loose on there? You said, nigga, you tripping. You said, Wack, that shit might be fake then, nigga. That shit might be fake. Nigga, if loose cannon is fake. I'm like, my nigga, it's like 19 niggas. Brick Baby on there. But I
Baby.
already was saying Brick was hot. I've been telling you that, right?
Right.
So, and this is coming after the fake SWAT and shit at Loose Cannon House. This shit
Right.
is girl did. Oh my God, my baby's over there. I don't know what's going
That
on.
was 2 days before, and then Cowboy got up on him and fired on him. Then he wouldn't no
Day
jumper, and all
before,
that shit happened next morning.
the next morning. So we see all that, then that's when it wrong. Now we still a little oblivious to it until the complaint comes out.
Right.
When the complaint come out, this is when we learn, nigga, the nigga Loose Cannon really was telling the truth.
Right. And what's crazy is that we only thought, based on what the mama's telling us, that he's getting picked up for a murder. We done forgot about the Brick Baby told us 2 years ago he got a RICO, all this other extortion he got going on. We don't know nothing about none of that. We thinking they coming to get him for the murder.
Yeah, we didn't forgot
The
about all that
mama and
shit.
sister said they found they son DNA on Big U's DNA on her son's fingernails. So we thinking it's a murder. We see all this, like the complaint got all these charges. We like,
Nigga, the complaint got motherfucking, nigga, when we saw,
was it 80 pages, 75 pages?
the first one was like 75, the next one was like 107. So when we saw all this shit, because remember, we read it. Now the exposers, now Lavish, Prince, and Ghost is on it. So they reading it on the floor. Prince spent like 3 hours going over on the floor. So I'm listening to it. I'm like, I start putting together who the witnesses and victims was. I said, shit. Okay, witness one said it's security. When they said Grammy nominated producer in Las Vegas, it's only one of them we fuck with. That gotta be Marley Maul, right? And then all this shit. And then when they kept talking, I said, that's Monster. I think I'm the first nigga said it on the, that's the nigga Monster, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I called Marley Maul. Marley, you get what I sent you? That you? He like, yeah, Wack, that's me. Right? He tell me. That's when he tell me the story of what happened, right? Said I ain't had nothing to do with this shit. This nigga bring this shit to my house, whatever, right? Boom. Now, me and Marley talking. I got mad at Marley. That's my brother, because he started telling me shit. He said, Wack, man, you know, the Loose Cannon dude, we got real tight. I said, what you mean? I ain't knowing about all them videos he sent us. Him and Gigi and all them hanging out. Then he told me the story, and he got some shit. Gigi confirmed it that Lou shitted on himself, shitted all on his bed, threw up, shitted all down his leg, shitted in the car, slept in the shit for like 4-5 hours, all this shit. I'm like, oh, y'all was hanging out. He like, yeah. Then he said, bro, I didn't want to tell you, but dude working with a dude that's a fed. I said, what you mean? He like, bro, I didn't want to tell you because fun of the nigga, and I'm just trying to stay out of everybody's shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody do. Marley just want to be left alone. He like, yo, he got a dude that be at his house that's a federal agent because he asked me, he tried to put me on the FaceTime with him, talking about he can help my situation. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm going to take my 33 months and get on. So at this time, I'm like, all right, Marley, you might just be telling me some shit. But I'm like, nigga, well, why you wouldn't you tell me that? He said, well, Wack, I know you ain't doing nothing but business with him anyway. I know you. Gigi rolls around. Loose in jail, they get to attacking Gigi. Gigi good with you. She start DMing me. I'm kind of battling her, defending Loose, right?
Right.
She cool with you. She wasn't really fucking with me, right?
Right.
So I tell you, hey, man, tell old girl, I ain't got no issues with her. I just don't know what she's talking about. So when I get on the line with Gigi said, yeah, the federal agent used to be at her house. Gigi sent me the videos, the pictures of the agent at the house, around Loose and all this shit. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, do you know about Marley Maul? She like, yeah, I know about that shit, too. And then that's when Gigi start running her thing on YouTube. Y'all can go check her out. Big Gigi on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? She breaking a lot of shit down. This when she tell us she got all the videos of all the robberies, right? I then let Loose know, hey, bro, you and your girl, Sharice, need to leave.
Bro, she done took her video going up there, pulling up to the Fed building.
Bro,
She said she got
I
enough to bury.
told, listen, I said, how you got the videos? She said he records everything he does. When I went and got him a phone, he thought he was pimping me or some shit, but all this shit go to my iCloud. I know about everybody he was fucking with, and he records everything he does. I said, let me holler at him. I get at him again. His girl, my nigga, is like, fuck that, on some jealous shit. I'm like, yo, Wack, she's lying. I said, nah, she got the marriage certificate. I sent it to you. R&B is ordained minister. She called down there and checked. The certificate is real. All that. I said, yo, leave that girl alone, because you don't want her turning in no shit.
Right.
That's when she tells, you know, the whole shit with the boy, she got it all. Right? So that's when all that come up. So as far as when it go to Big U, we didn't really understand this. The feds was giving Monster extortion money all the way up to March 15th to pay Big U and Bay.
4 days before he got picked up.
2 days before he got picked up. March 17th. Now, when Big U gets picked up, he almost catch another charge, right? I don't know if they did or didn't. You was in court. He goes on the motherfucking thing because he don't know why the feds really want him. But he know because they didn't got him in about some fraud shit and took his DNA about this murder shit. He ain't knowing that they got bear claw and everywhere he going to have meetings bugged. He has no idea.
All bugged.
We don't know till we get the paperwork. This nigga going to turn himself in saying 600 was with the feds when they raided my house. How the fuck he with the feds when his video clearly shows him driving by the house after actually at this point in time, we didn't know what was what. We found out later wasn't nobody at his house when they raided.
Right.
Nobody was there. Kids, the wife, nobody was there. They went wherever they went at midnight.
Hold on. So after that lie, right? Cause remember where you at. Remember part of the story you was at. I go to the nigga court date. They played a video of him saying, y'all need to go pick up 600 and Wack 100. He trying to lie, snitch on us. He told the feds to come pick me and you up if we're going to pick anybody up.
Pick us
They
up
lie,
for what?
snitch. Right. So listen, they took that clip and said that he's sending out a smoke screen type of message to his people to do something to us, to put a hit on us, right? They pull up.
Because he said we the reason why he in jail.
They said that we the reason why he's in jail, and if y'all gonna pick somebody up, go pick up them. They said that was a smoke screen message, like a smoke signal to put a target on our back.
Why? Because the paperwork clearly states, nigga, you've been under investigation since 2021. You've been knowing because
what the U.S. attorney say. Listen to what the U.S. attorney say. That's absolutely false. It's in the article in the paperwork that these two men have never spoke to law enforcement. They said that Wack 100 and 600 have never spoke to Wack to law enforcement. That was a complete lie. So that debunked it. It's in the paperwork. They made an article that day.
But here's the thing, though, bro. Nigga,
we're not in the indictment.
You was already high. Now let's start shedding light on the real setup. Big U on the New Jersey Rolling 60 indictment. April 8th,
hold on. He's on the complaint and the investigation as the
April
number
8th,
target.
2020. He's named number 4. We got to work. This is the Sue Surf works, right? Big U is under investigation with the New Jersey 60s as the ringleader and the kingpin of guns and drug distribution. They name his all his social medias, phone numbers, all that.
Yep.
Here goes the thing, though, bro. Big U, because he was working with the LAPD on the grid, thought he was protected. Why? For some reason, they picked up everybody else 2 weeks later on the New Jersey shit. But
everybody else.
But guess what? Now we talking to the streets now. If you know you in indictment paperwork, after everybody get picked up, you keep the same phone numbers and the same IG, and you stay on social media. He kept everything the same and was knowingly and willingly calling his homeboys on that phone. Niggas ain't understand. Y'all gotta wake up. When niggas be working and they know they up against it, I think he had another situation going on, the fraud, because they let him know about the fraud. And he was on that phone direct because he know his phone is hot. He knew his phone was hot.
Mind you, 2 years ago, when he got picked up by the feds, he told his homies in the inner circle that he might got to go sit down for like 3 or 4 years.
He got picked up again 2023, June, and again August 23. He stayed on the same phone.
Same phone.
Never changed them. Now we just speaking what's real. To the civilians, they may not understand. Anybody from the streets know, homie, you done been an indictment in 2020, picked up 2023 of June for DNA on the murder.
Hold on. Rewind time. He got his house raided by the feds in 2009, nigga, and had the same phone.
Yeah, but when
and they
fuck all
found
that,
the gun in the house.
Yeah, that's some other shit. We talking from
same phone though.
On, right? You know your phone is hot. You got the same phone number. You don't change it. You on the same Instagram. Calling niggas, calling street niggas. You know your phone is hot because you done been picked up 3 times. You named in indictments.
Well, he got the LAPD contract, so he think he bigger than everything. He think they ain't gonna come get him.
That's what he thought. That's exactly what he thought. So, you know, when y'all do y'all paperwork check information, we didn't know all these details until March of 2025 when the indictment came out.
Hold on, Wack. Don't forget this. Rewind time. 2 years ago, we run across Eddie Boy. He gave us that paperwork. Big U snitched on me, told on me, and got me another conspiracy charge. But he went to jail under the name Dave Austin. Here's the
I went and did the research and found that.
Right. You tied his real name to his alias and what he was arrested under. And they still was like, well, it don't say this name. When this indictment came out, aliases, Big U, Hannibal, Dave Allen, they're like, oh shit. Dave Austin. They're like, oh, them niggas wasn't lying. Yeah, nigga. That nigga been told.
When the indictment came out, it was on there too, right?
It was on there. Dave Austin, right there.
For the record, Big U was under investigation per the paperwork, 2021. Yeah, so you never heard me at 600 ever talk about no motherfucking murder, none of that shit, no Ricos, none of that shit. 2021, 2022. Actually, I think you and Big U was still all right in 2021.
Right, we were still cool.
Y'all was still cool. I wasn't fucking with him, right? So y'all was still cool. I think y'all fell out when you went and got your gun permit. He went and told the people if 600 got a gun permit, he the police.
Right. That's what did it.
That's when you start tripping. That's when you trolled, had the white boy, whatever that nigga name is, call you.
Marco.
Then you record and get Marco ass, and you walk through wherever you walk through with a fucking Walmart police chain you brought, like they gave it to you. They don't see no police.
It was not one police in the video.
The crazy part about it, Spider Loc know who voice that is, because Marco, I believe, was like
that's
managing
his boy. Yeah.
He was managing it, right? So that's what that was. Now
that's who recorded Spider Loc getting chased out of his head.
There you go. That's the same dude when Spider Loc was at the funeral. Spider gave him the camera and said, get the footage. That's Marco. That's the white boy voice you heard 600 trolling with when he fake walked through a police station getting presented a badge on the chain. That's what that is, right? Trolling, right? So now we got to put the facts on the table. Paperwork says investigation started 2021. Paperwork says that Big U wasn't a suspect. It wasn't until his wife got a visit from the police, called from his daddy phone, and they had that tap, had Big U phone tap, and for the rolling 60 shit of the nigga. Now that, remember we told y'all this. Brick Baby shit is gonna be looking crazy. Something going on with Brick Baby. I don't know what, but I remember I told y'all he had a case, he was denying it. He had another case, 2022, a shooting case. That same shooting case, Brick told us what? Cause I don't want to go at y'all, but Big U making me fight his wars on the internet because I got this platform. He holding over me. He got a video of me blicking in the parking lot.
Right.
When Brick Baby get picked up, the video's in the paperwork. So either Big U gave it to him or Brick was capping. But what I do know, the rolling 60 wiretap that eventually led to Big U getting wiretap came from Brick Baby and that other dude at the bottom.
On the bottom right, I forgot his name.
Whoever he is, they say he ain't right. I don't know.
He took a deal. He gone. He out of
Yeah,
there.
I ain't even dug into the dude. I don't even care. But
Yeah.
Brick Baby situation is gonna come to light, and I believe, I could be wrong, Brick then gave some statements on Big U.
Yeah, they already said that. But Brick, it seemed like Brick don't even care. I remember a couple years ago, I was in Miami. I told her, I said, Brick, just walk away from it, bro. You got a beautiful family. It's like it's not going your way, bro. And he don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? But like you just said, Big U had something on it. He couldn't shake up under it, bro. Listen, Brick
He
Baby
told us that.
he used to call me and tell me, man, on 6 man, Cub been trying to get me to make a video about y'all forever, bro. I just won't do it. It's like
He
that
told
nigga.
me he was trying to get, he said, when I get enough money up to move, because he was living in the valley.
Yeah.
He said, watch when I move, I'm going to shut down on him. Looked like he moved because he got caught in Gardena, right? When they got him. Because remember, he stopped answering his call. That's why he did the thing with Loose Cannon. If he was still living where he was living and Big U knew where he was at, he wouldn't have never did the shit with Loose Cannon. That's why he said he canceled the other 2 times he was supposed to sit down with Loose with me and Adam. He said, bro,
Right.
until I move, I can't move like that.
Right.
When he moved to look like Gardena, that's when he did the work with Loose. He didn't care at that point in time. So that's the history of all that, right? Our trolling, and we didn't find out about the Rico until Star Wolf. Y'all go check out Star Wolf. Sent us the paperwork because he thought we was involved.
Right.
Till he investigated and seen we didn't know nothing about it. That's where I got the paperwork from, was from fucking Star Wolf and Big Chuck. Now, Deuce M's is the ones that ran the paperwork first on Big U. COINTELPRO's 3-hour room, the grid room. I can't even take the credit. The first nigga to expose Big U was a police, was motherfucking Deuce M's.
But see, the thing was, he was mad at Big U because Big U had the homies run his brother off the yard, make him go PC.
Yeah. He at that point in time, his brother Booger Brim from Fruitown Brim got rolled up off the yard, but some 6-0s and PC'd up. So this is why he ran the grid program paperwork on Big U.
Right.
Later on, he started seeing an opportunity. Oh shit, Big U telling them about World Star, and I can give you this, give you that. I need a team to fight against Wack. He felt like an enemy of an enemy is a friend of me.
Right.
That's what he felt like. So that's how that factor in. So I ain't even the first one to run the grid paperwork. Deuce Hims get that credit, and then Star Wolf hit me. No, Big Chuck hit me, said this nigga Star Wolf sent this. I looked at it. It was the breakdown of all the paperwork. I got on the phone with him. I said, bro, I don't know nothing about none of this shit. He said, what's your first and last name? He pulled up a coin. He said, you right. You ain't on nothing. I said, bro, I don't even know what the fuck this is you talking about. I said, but I know what that BlackBerry phone, he definitely had that. That's when I sent Big Chuck at Big U on Clubhouse to ask about the BlackBerry phone, and he lied. He said, I never had a BlackBerry. I had the video clip.
With the
I had
BlackBerry
the video clip of Big U and Suge in the backyard playing table tennis with the motherfucking goddamn BlackBerry in his hand. Right? So we did that to line him up. So fuck is that keep calling me? Now The Wack favor the Crips. Okay.
Well, you gotta understand.
Let's go down the line. Let's go down the line.
Before you tell your
Ray
story,
J. Ray J from Carson Power Rule.
right.
Gang Cedar Block Power Rule. Blueface. Savvy Third from Insane. Blueface from Schoolyard. All right. Now, before Savvy Third and Blueface, I called RJ from Athens. I called Rucci from NHP. I think he's from NHP, from Inglewood. Taco Son. I tried to sign them first. RJ had some contractual shit going on, I believe, with Mustard. I get it. Rucci said he had to check in with his homies and get back to me. I called the Crips, right? As a matter of fact, let me erase that. I'll call the next name I'm here that's buzzing in LA, Savvy Third. He get on the phone, meet me at Lucille's in the Fox Hills Mall, bring me the contract he had with Warren G. I called my man Big Faith from Insane, my comrade. He worked it out. I cashed Warren G out, got him out the contract, gave him an override. We signed Savvy Third. My daughter turned me on to Blueface. I didn't know who the fuck a Blueface was. Dad, this dude is hot. I go to a cheerleading practice, all the little white kids talking about on the deadlocks. They don't even know what the fuck to say, deadlocks. On the deadlocks, I DM Blueface, 2 in the morning. He called me back. He say, man, shit, I ain't got no car. So I'm going to send a black car, come get you, come holler at me. Next day, he pull up. We do the business. He tell me what he want. I double it up, get him his bag. They sign. All this went on, and the Bloods didn't get back to me from what their homies told them.
Mm-hmm.
7 years later, them same people is still doing, I don't know what they doing, right? So it ain't that Wack favorite Crips. Wack favors talent. Wack favors good business. If you a Crip, a Blood, if you're gay, if you're Chinese, I don't care what you are. If you fit the business model that I'm trying to create, you are who I'm going to do business with. Now let's talk about the myths. DW Flame. I definitely insisted in getting nephew in to No Jumper. DW is family to P Nice. P Nice and Blue been my family. You go look at Bridging the Gap. Back in 2007 when I brought Slay, they opened up their neighborhood. Let me take Slay over there. Been love ever since.
Yeah, shout out P Nice. That's my guy.
And we worked together at Incredible. We all part of the Nick Cannon Incredible movement. All the rest of the shit, 4 Extras, got major love for him, but I've only seen 4 Extras 2 times in my life. 4 Extras got his job up there on his own accord. I can't take credit for that.
Mm-hmm.
However he got it, however he got Adam's attention, that's how he got it. What y'all got to stop doing is this. I don't give a fuck what color flag you got on. Red, burgundy, blue, orange. Shit, I signed a Hoover. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If what I'm doing at the time and I feel you the best man for the job, I'm going to give you the opportunity. Blueface had a hell of a run before he slammed down. So it's obvious my model works because the rest of the dudes who said they had to check in with their homies, I haven't seen too much movement. I don't knock them, but on the music side, I haven't seen too much movement. What I took and did with Blueface in 50 or 60 days was amazing, right? So he just so happened to be a Crip. I'm not a gang banger. I'm from where I'm from. I'm going to be that for life. I don't wake up hating the Crip.
Right.
Them niggas had from 1989 to probably about 1997. And from 97 to 99, I paroled and went the other way. They got 10 good years out of me, right? Being a gang banger. Now, I know some of y'all mad that I woke up and figured it out. I know you mad about that. Man, how this nigga wake up and figure it out? When I came home in 1999, My son was 5 years old and some change. I chose Daddy Gang, okay, over the gang bang. Let me slow it down. In 1999, after 10 years of banging, juvenile hall, YA, penitentiary, I ain't gonna lie, and I ain't mad. I ain't get no packages from the homies. I ain't tripping. I was good. It wasn't no benefits. It wasn't nothing. Cool. I got out and chose Daddy Gang. So y'all want to know what gang I chose? I chose Daddy Gang.
Mm-hmm.
Did another 10 years on the streets, had another child. Chose Daddy Gang again, right? So now we got 10 years on the streets, I'm clean. I have my daughter, right? Daddy Gang again. So that's what that is. I mean, I see a lot of y'all, I've been seeing in the comments mad that, I think y'all mad that I didn't catch 500 years.
That's what they want.
Shot.
That
Yeah,
whole lifestyle is crabs in the bucket, misery loves company, bro.
yeah. Now,
That's
me and 600, me and 600 relationship has nothing to do with Big U.
nothing.
Nothing. Has nothing to do with a Crip and a Blood. Has
Nothing.
something to do with a brother coming to me saying, bro, I'm in this Don King contract.
But rewind time, Wack. I met you 10 years before that in the hood.
You definitely, yeah, that's when I was coming through there.
Right.
Right? So you knew me from that, but that's why you had a comfort zone to even call me about it. And you knew me and bro was real tight, me and Mac, right? So by the time 600 called my phone, he called and saying, bro, I'm in this Don King contract missing a bunch of money. Can you help me get out this shit?
Right.
This what 600 calling about. I said, how long it been? Said, I've been trying to get out for a year. I think in like 2-3 weeks, we had 600 negotiated out of the contract. You had like a 50 or 100 ball waiting for you in Europe or something.
Yeah.
You was trying to get to. So that's how me and 600, our bond started, far as me and him. The first time
And
he
you
saw
didn't
me,
tell them niggas how you pressed them niggas to get me out the contract. You just told
I
them you
had
got
to
me
press
out.
this shit. That's Don King, nigga. I had to press, position a few other people. Shout out to my boy Steve Marcano, which
Right,
again, I brought to the table to get you another bag just a month or two ago, right?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
we was just in Miami. So our relationship, when it comes to, man, when I meet you and you call me and like, Wack, it's some business. Yeah, okay, he from rolling 60s, but he calling me as a man about some business that I can assist him in, and I assisted him in, right? So it ain't about I favor the Crips. I favor those who got their head on right, who know how to have a conversation. If you changing all the C's to B's and the B's to C's and all this shit, I don't want to talk to you, bro. If I don't want to talk to you, I can't communicate with you. Communication is the key to business.
Yeah.
This is how this shit works. So this is how I work. I don't care where you from, right? Yes, it's some Damus out there and some Keyways out there that can call me and get favor for an individual. Yes. Deco from 89, 600, you know, couple of my OG Paul Rules who ain't social media dudes. It's a bunch of people that can call me and get Wack. Could you listen to this? Or Wack, can you make this? Or Wack, can you make this happen? Right? Or Wack, can you make this happen? Right? Yes. But even then, if the situation in front of me that they're getting favor for me to listen to or look at ain't right, I still ain't gonna do it. I done told 600 a bunch of times, man, don't be fucking with these knuckleheads.
Gang time. Listen, I just now, maybe like over the last year and a half, I've been all the way out the way. I don't even talk to them no more. I ain't got time.
Yeah, we ain't got time. So, you know, at the end of the day, listen, bro, Be Exposed, this was a great movement. We still got it. It's called You've Been Exposed. Go to my Instagram page, go to Flacco Instagram page, all you underground artists, bloggers, YouTubers. You need a like, you need a push, you need us to put that light on you for a small fee. Go check it out. It's the flyer up there. If you go to underscore the 100 show links up there, it's the page you fill out, submit your payment, and we get straight to it. So that's what we on right now, 600. doing his boxing thing. He got some real estate shit going on, some other things going on. You know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, bro, y'all can't keep trying to put us in a car that ain't our car, my nigga.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Nothing about that paperwork, nothing about them wiretaps. And another thing, let's address this. If a nigga's on the phone, if I'm on the phone talking to 600 and my phone is tapped, and I say, yeah, that nigga Ray J did this, you can't say Ray J is on paperwork. No, nigga, that's a wiretap of me mentioning Ray J's name. There's no interaction with law enforcement or saying Ray J's part of a crime. Y'all kind of slow in it.
Yeah, they slow, bro. It's not that they slow. They just want to spread around and believe what they want to believe. They know the truth. It's just a trend to hate us, diss us, talk bad about us. That's the trend. You get a lot of views
So,
if you diss us. That's just the trend.
yeah, you know, I don't trip it, but it's just like at some point in time, y'all gotta like use your brain, my nigga. You know, trust and believe. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be real. Every time, this about the third situation, somebody get off in some shit, I'm removed from it. Big U and Suge doing that shit with my label, right? Because you got to remember, Big U never did these kind of things around me. Like this shit we was reading, extorting 515, he never did these type of things. Niggas was getting to the bag. And he probably wouldn't have been doing them if I was still allowing him to be in my world, right? Um, but nigga, I was removed. You know, through his actions, I stopped fucking with him. So, you know, loose cannon never was a factor in my world like that. You know, but loose cannon did say, he called me the other day. Loose cannon called my phone and said he's gonna be out real soon.
Nigga, I don't know how they gonna get out, nigga. You one of the main names on the RICO, nigga. Eddie Boy went to his bail hearing,
Man,
denied bail.
listen.
He tried to say them crimes wasn't him, it was his twin brother. That's why his brother
Well,
mad. Like, nigga,
yeah,
I ain't that.
well, his brother came to no jumper, like I told Luce. Man, look, bro, your brother speaking his truth, nigga. He said you sent the feds at him and told the feds everything you did, he did, nigga. That's what he said, nigga. So, you know, what you want me to say? But nevertheless, we wanted to pull up on you, answer a few questions. We've been seeing certain shit over and over again. Address it once it go to the YouTube streets. Is out there tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I got Cuban Links coming on here with me to discuss Fat Joe. Is he guilty? Is he not guilty? Whole lot of crazy accusations. Puffy looked like they done dropped about 3-4 charges on him. It's looking good for Puffy. You know what I'm saying? He might get out of there scot-free with a 5-ball. He get a 5-ball, I know Trump gonna let him go.
So there was his main charges, huh?
They dropped the main charges, said all the sex was consensual. They didn't believe the kid Cudi, none of that type of shit. So these are things I was trying to say he had a criminal empire, but they dropping them. Without it, it ain't no crime. Where's the empire? So
Right.
again, tomorrow, Cuban Links pulling up 1:30 p.m. right here on the Honey Show. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Go subscribe to 600's channel. He going up every day. He let you call in and he interacts with y'all that way. Go follow R_ANN_B. Follow Christopher Lovejoy. And go over there and visit _the 100 show. And you can see the flyer that's up. Me and Poetic Flacco, you've been exposed. You underground artists, you YouTubers and bloggers, need that extra push, need to get monetized, need to get them views up, get your followers up. Go ahead on and tap it. Click the link on my page. You'll see the breakdown, the payment, and let's get straight to it. In the meantime, between time, y'all stay safe, y'all stay sane, and we out.